Philippe, good evening. You were obviously beaten by a very good side there this evening, but do you feel your own side did themselves justice?
No, for sure not. We didn't reward ourselves on two sides, so I think we started the game with the good intentions, with the good intensity, with good quality also. To put fire in the stands, to have an amazing European evening, and you have 200% chances. The first two chances of the game, so you need to kill them off to get a special European night. It's like that against teams with this quality. You don't get so many chances. So that's disappointing, and it's also disappointing the way we got goals against with losing balls in areas that we cannot lose the ball. And with a few times not good defending in our aggressivity and in the one against ones against top players, what they've shown today. But 1-4 is really harsh result. If you see, in the end, it's the same amount of chances that both teams have, and we had more in the first half. But it was 1-3 with halftime, and that's difference in quality. That they're more killing those moments. And don't need many chances to score goals. So it's a big working point for us.
Philippe, as you mentioned, the team really struggled to deal with Lyon's counter-attacks. Were you tempted to change anything in the first half to try and combat that?
Yeah, but you can, with everybody, wait on your own 16, and they're good in that. Like they showed also with, I think, the second goal, where they have a lot of technical players. And we had to chase the game also, and that's the big difference. If you start the game and you can score first one goal or even two goals we should have scored, then they need to chase the game, and it's a total different story. But we didn't do so. We didn't reward ourselves, so at the end, you don't deserve more.
Philippe, sorry, I was just going to ask, it's rare to see James Tavernier come off the pitch. Can you just explain a little bit your thinking in terms of replacing him with half an hour to go, please?
Yeah, that everybody can be replaced, and I've played already a lot of games, so not much to say about that. And Nana showed also last couple of weeks that he can be a really good replacement, and is defensively very solid. So those are normal things. Like on the other side, players were changed. That's top football, and we're gonna play more than 60 games this season. So it's impossible to play all these games. So in every good team in the world, our players change, and sometimes starting on the bench. It's normal, whoever it is.
Philippe, you said that there was the same amount of chances, but there's a difference in quality. They were able to take theirs, you weren't.
Yes, of course, that's the difference.
Is that a worry, or is that just something you have to accept at this level?
No, I cannot accept it. I don't accept losing games, and I don't accept the level that we are. I'm always ambitious to raise the level. I think the very positive thing is that you create that amount of chances against a really good team with good football and with good combination play. But we need to make the next step also, the next couple of months, to finish off those chances, and then you can go to another level, otherwise not.
Philippe, after 2 games, you've got 3 points. How do you assess where you are at the moment?
That I don't calculate too much now. So you can say maybe people would have said if we had a draw against Malmö in an away game, having a draw in Europe and then having a draw here against Lyon, it would be really good. And we had 1 point less than now. So we don't need to calculate too much and go in all the 8 games for the 3 points and play for that, what the team showed also today. But we need to take the scenario to our side. And so that's killing off the chances. If you go 1 or 2-0 in front today, you have a different scenario. That was the idea also, to annoy Lyon, and that they could not play their normal game, and to create our chances and to finish them off early. So we didn't do that. They come in front, and then they can play on the counter-attack. So The big thing is that we need to take these chances, and we need, of course, also in 1-against-1 defensively defend better than we did today. In some moments we did well, but not consistently enough.
Philippe, against this level of opposition or the higher level of opposition, would you consider perhaps changing the system or the shape to possibly maybe go to a 3 at the back, for example? And you
Yes.
mentioned there Nana. Does he give you that option?
Yeah, we can do. We did also last season, for example, in some European games. It's always a possibility. I don't see that it was the best way today to hurt them also. And like I said, these evenings in front of your fans, if you can score a goal, hell breaks loose, and you can make them uncomfortable. That was the idea to do. We did a lot of good things, but the goalkeeper made a really good save for the chance of Tav, but he could have put the ball also sideways where we have 2 players totally free to tap the ball in, and the ball of Václav is also, it's a tap in to a free goal. So I don't think we can do much more than creating that kind of chances. I don't think you can create better chances than that, but you need to kill them off also.
Philippe, how much are you going to have to try and pick up young Connor after his mistake that led to one of the goals? And can you also just give us an update on Tom? Obviously, he scored another big goal tonight, but came off at half-time.
Yeah, so about Baz, I don't have any worry. But like we said, it's still a young lad, first time playing at this level, and so many games in a row. So it's normal this season that it still will be with ups, and he had already a lot of ups and sometimes a down. That's part of the story. With Tom, he felt something in the hamstring, so we could not take a risk with that.
2 more guys.
Philippe, Nadim Bajami was very impressive at stages of the game tonight. Obviously playing in the wide left area, but with obviously Tom going off injured at half time and then Kieran coming in and playing the number 10 role, can the Rangers supporters expect to see Nadim probably moving in or potentially moving in and playing in that number 10 role in the future?
Yeah, for sure it's potentially a position that he can play. But we're also in a situation for the moment that Oscar Cortés is out, that Rabbi Matondo is out, and that we're not having a lot of left wingers, so he can do that position really good, like he showed the last couple of weeks. So it has to do with availability of other players also, these choices.
Philippe, obviously a tough result tonight, but there was some positive. But on the negative side, I wanted to ask you about the structure of the team when they're broken against. We've seen it in big games this season, Kiev, Celtic, that it becomes pretty easy to get space and break on structurally. Do you feel that's fair? And kind of discussing that, and is it something that you're considering possibly tightening up?
Of course, we work on these details, and now you speak about those games and you don't speak about all the clean sheets that happened after. So there's been work done in that way. I don't think we had not enough people behind the ball in the moments we get goals against, but we need to defend better in these ones against top quality players. And they showed their quality today, a quality that we don't face in Scottish football. That's the reality also. So it's a new experience for several of the players, and it's also not a habit to have these kind of duels against this top quality. So we need to raise that level with our European games and to become better in that. And we're going to work hard on that. But you can speak about structure and keeping a lot of people behind the ball, yes, but then your question will be, why didn't you create anything and didn't you create any chance? And at the end, if you're with 10 players in and around your 16, that's also the football that Lyon likes, because they're really good in the small spaces to make the difference. Okay. So it's finding a good balance in that way.